Friends, 375 days over. Starting from the battlefield in East Bakhmut front, let us hear what the pro-Ukrainian channels, think tanks, intelligence have to say. ISW says the Russian forces have secured sufficient positional advantage to conduct a turning movement against part of Bakhmut, but have not yet forced Ukrainian troops to withdraw and will not likely be able to encircle city soon. Same time, must remember that the PMC ultimatum for the encircled Ukrainian troops to surrender has crossed its time limit, and it was expected because the Ukrainian troops are motivated enough or indoctrinated enough not to surrender. By and large, like in Lviv in the first phase of battle, in the initial phase of war, Azovstal, Azovs or elsewhere. However, this is not a 100% truth, because what I talked to you yesterday, the total number of casualties of Ukrainian army was coming to 495 to 500,000, while I had taken only 50% of the wounded, because taking for granted that other 50% would have been treated and back to the battle zone. In that total, the deserters included 84,000. It's a huge one. And prisoners of war, 28,000. Accepting that many of them have been captured by the Russian forces, yet there have been many who have surrendered. Even compared to the total troops that have been destroyed, this would be a small number. More from pro-Ukrainian channel. Bakhmut North is magpie. But so far it is possible to slow down the pace of invaders. Of course, they are talking about PMC. They advance. As far as East is concerned, it says Bakhmutka is not with Ukraine, or most of its part have been taken over by the Russians or PMC. As far as South is concerned, they say it is still under Ukrainian forces' control, and they are launching even counter-offensive. This reporting and analysis only says that the Bakhmut meat grinder is likely to last longer than expected. In the meantime, as far as Khromove or Artyomovsky is concerned, PMC Wagner has entered and entrenched within lower end of the establishment, and heavy battle is on for this establishment. So far, Ukrainian forces have destroyed 3 bridges, one in the exit side and 2 in the eastern side. And also there are reports that the destruction of many infrastructure is continuing by the Ukrainian forces itself. And there are reports, though in bits and pieces, that Ukrainian forces are withdrawing from Bakhmut, but in a slow motion. My understanding is that the Bakhmut encirclement is tightening, and with every passing day, it is becoming very, very difficult for the Ukrainian troops. Nonetheless, what the Kiev regime or Pentagon warned is that the Russian military progress in Bakhmut and elsewhere must be slowed down, if not able to stop, till more and more arms and ammunitions land up in Ukraine, and the sale of their war industries, arm industries, keep soaring. On other parts in the eastern Ukraine, on Avdiivka-Marinka line, the Russian forces have advanced towards Pervomaisky from the east, that is from Vodyane side, while the fight in north and south of Marinka is continuing. In north, the Russian forces carried out offensive against the Ukrainians on Svatove Kreminna direction. In south, nothing special to report. And what you see in background, I am not going to report again. Massive number of protests all over the world against the government on various issues continuing. Lastly, 700 Israeli activists signed a letter calling US President to sanction Prime Minister Netanyahu for corruption and human rights abuses. Thank you.